All right, folks, we're looking at 552. So with 552, honestly, guys, this is just like large idea topic concepts. Okay, so when we look at these, this is like kind of a review of what we've done. So hopefully this isn't totally new. But if I look here at number 1, for problems 1 through 6, determine if the two given figures are congruent by identifying the transformation that occurred. Okay, so state whether this transformation is rigid or non-rigid. So we got to first figure out what kind of transformation it is. Remember that the transformations we have are transformations are translation, and that's just when it's moved side to side, up or down. We have a rotation, right? And we have a reflection. So reflection, rotation, transformation, okay? Translation. It's tricky, but you get used to it. Okay, so the thing is with rigid and non-rigid. Rigid means that the shape, the actual size and lengths of each side of the shape doesn't change. It could just be translated, it could be rotated, or it could be reflected. Okay, so if it's rigid, that means that the size hasn't changed. When it's non-rigid, non-rigid means that when it's non-rigid, that just means that there's been a dilation. Dilation is if it's larger or smaller, okay? So let's look at this. Number 1, right? Are these, first question, to see if it's rigid or non-rigid, okay? Are these two things the same size? No. Here's the pre-image, here's the image. Remember, the image is already after the change has occurred. And if we look here, this is not rigid, it's non-rigid because look, the triangle became smaller, okay? It dilated, it shrunk, okay? So we cannot say that this is a rigid transformation. You know what? It looks as if it shrunk going towards this direction, which is kind of complex to think about. But all we're asked here is what kind of transformation it is, if it's rigid or non-rigid. In this case, it is non-rigid. Okay, so let me go down here to number 3. All right, are these two shapes the same? Same size? Yes. Remember, same size means congruent. These are congruent to each other because they are the same size. I could see here from A prime to A prime to C prime is going up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, going up 4 units. Look over here, A to C is 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So yeah, it's the same size. So these are congruent triangles. Now, congruent triangles, that what is it called again, where this C is moved over and up, right? So it's moved up, it's moved over. A to A prime, up and over. B to B prime, up and over. So what do we call again? Let's look at the differences again. So we have a rotation, you know, it could be a rotation about the origin. About just means around the origin. It could be a reflection, right? My thumb's on this side, reflected across my palm, now it's on this side, right? I can do this. So reflection is just across some kind of line of symmetry, okay? The translation is the one where I think of like, you know, the word casa or the word house. Same meaning, same shape, except it is in a different location, a different language. So a translation, which is what this is where each point is moved up and over to the side or in any direction. So this is a rigid transformation. We call this a translation. I think that's actually all you need to get through all of this. It's the same types of questions. I hope that helps. All right.